You know, every year, National Geographic's December issue kind of feels like a time capsule, right? It's their attempt to capture the essence of our world in one single moment. So, what story is it telling us about 2025? Well, as we're going to see, it's a story of ancient secrets being unlocked, very real present-day struggles, and some just mind-blowing visions for the future. So the whole journey kicks off with this stunning cover photo. It's a chick just hatched, and it's staring back into the shell it just came from. But look, the shell itself is lit up from the inside. It's such a perfect metaphor for what this whole issue is digging into. Discovery, coming into a new world, and looking at the past with a totally new light to understand where we are right now. And the magazine's editor-in-chief, Nathan Lump, he just nails it with this quote. He says that when you put all these different stories and pictures together, they start to reveal something that the world is telling us about itself. So, okay, what is the world of 2025 trying to tell us? Let's dive in and find out. All right, first up, we're heading into the past. But this isn't some dusty old history lesson. Nope. We're looking at how brand new science is completely rewriting the stories we thought we knew, starting with one of the greatest mysteries of all time. The pyramids of Giza. I mean, come on. How did they do it? How in the world did they move more than 2 million stone blocks, some weighing more than an army tank, across the desert and stack them so perfectly? It's a puzzle that's led to all sorts of wild theories, from brilliant engineering to, aliens. Well, the answer isn't aliens. It's actually something way more incredible. The solution really comes down to two amazing clues that have just recently come to light. The personal diary of a project inspector named Mir, and, get this, geological proof of a lost branch of the Nile River. And this discovery just changes everything. Forget that picture in your head of Giza as a vast sandy desert. Scientists have found cold, hard proof of this lost river. They call it the Aharamat branch. It flowed right up to the base of the construction site, which means the pyramids weren't a desert project at all. They were a massive waterfront operation built right on the edge of a busy port. And thanks to Mir's 4,600-year-old logbook, we can see exactly how they pulled it off. He lays it all out. He talks about his crews quarrying these brilliant white limestone blocks, loading them onto boats, and then using the Nile's yearly flood to sail them right up to Giza's front door. From there, it was a massive effort of hauling the stones up huge ramps. It wasn't magic, it was just genius-level project management. But our history isn't just written in stone and papyrus. It's also trapped in ice. I mean, these polar ice cores are basically a time machine for our planet's atmosphere. Each layer tells a story about ancient air, huge volcanic eruptions, even lead pollution from the Roman Empire. But the biggest story they tell is this. The last 11,700 years or so have been remarkably stable, a calm window in Earth's history that allowed all of human civilization to grow. And here's the kicker. This priceless archive is literally melting away as we speak. So, from the deep past, we jump to right now. The magazine's Pictures of the Years section paints this incredible portrait of 2025 that's really defined by a powerful tension, this constant push and pull between urgency and hope, between how fragile things are and how resilient they can be. And this is one of the most powerful photos of the year. It's a 9-year-old girl named Julia Lopez at her father's grave. Her dad, Juan, was a vocal opponent of a local mining operation, and he was killed for his activism. It's just a heartbreaking image that serves as this really stark reminder of the very real cost of fighting to protect our planet. And yet, right alongside that grief, there's this immense beauty and hope. This is the largest land migration on Earth. An estimated 6 million antelope are just sweeping across the plains of South Sudan. In a part of the world that has seen so much conflict, this incredible display of nature's power is what the photographer calls a powerful symbol of hope. But let's ground that feeling of hope with some stark reality. The environmental watchdog Global Witness confirms that Honduras is one of the most dangerous places on Earth to be an environmental activist. Juan Lopez was one of 18 known defenders killed there last year alone. So it's a powerful reminder that behind these moments of hope, there's often a very real, very urgent struggle going on. Okay, so we've seen the past get a rewrite and the present come into sharp focus. So where are we headed? Well, this next section is all about the incredible human ingenuity being used to solve some of our absolute biggest challenges. 54 million. Just let that number sink in for a second. 54 million. What in the world could that possibly be? That is the temperature, in degrees Fahrenheit, reached inside a nuclear fusion device in Germany. For 43 seconds, scientists created something hotter than the center of the sun. This is a massive leap forward in the quest for nuclear fusion, the same power source as the stars, which could one day give us clean, basically limitless energy right here on Earth. Just wow. And it's not just our energy sources being reinvented, it's our very understanding of ourselves. Scientists are completely rethinking what memory is even for. That old idea of your memory as this dusty file cabinet for storing the past, that's out. Now they see it as a creative tool that lets us remix our past experiences to imagine, plan, and basically simulate the future before it happens. And this is where that kind of ingenuity can directly save lives. This little piglet, just 2 days old, was genetically modified to grow kidneys that could one day, hopefully very soon, be transplanted into humans. This one breakthrough offers real, tangible hope to the tens of thousands of people on organ transplant waiting lists right now. So, the magazine's final section brings all of these themes together: discovery, urgent action, and hope for the future. And it does it through the life of a true icon, Jane Goodall, who we lost this year, leaving behind an absolutely monumental legacy. Her life's journey is just such a powerful story. She starts as this lone researcher back in 1960 with National Geographic's help. She becomes a world-famous scientist, but then in 1986, she makes this huge decision to step away from her fieldwork and become a full-time activist, using her voice to fight for the world she understood so deeply. And what's so incredible is that she felt this urgency from day one. This quote is from her very earliest days in the field. She knew, even back then, that she was in a race against time, that the encroachments of civilization, as she put it, were threatening to wipe out these amazing animals before we could even begin to understand them. And what she helped us understand, well, it changed everything. Before Jane Goodall, we literally defined ourselves as man, the toolmaker. But then she saw chimpanzees making and using tools. She saw them hunting. And maybe most important of all, she insisted we see them as individuals with complex personalities, which just completely blurred the line we had always drawn between us and the rest of the animal kingdom. So we end right back where we started, with a moment of reflection. This issue of National Geographic has given us this incredible snapshot of our world in 2025. It's a world where we're unlocking the secrets of the pyramids, grappling with the real human cost of protecting our planet, and inventing technologies that feel like they're straight out of science fiction. Jane Goodall built a legacy of discovery, action, and hope. So the question it leaves for all of us is, what will our legacy be?